Hello everyone, welcome back to Tell Me More channel. In today's episode, we shall be looking at 20 little known countries that you should visit. Please, if you have not subscribed to my YouTube channel, kindly subscribe, like, share, and let us comment. The first on our list is Kyrgyzstan. Kyrgyzstan is located in Central Asia. This country sits between China and Kazakhstan and has a stunningly beautiful landscape with a rich nomadic tradition. One of the places that you need to visit in this country is Lake Sarichelek, which is wedged within a lush green valley. This small landlocked country has a long history of semi-autonomy. They eventually gained their independence in 1991 with the dissolution of the USSR. The best time to visit is between July and September to avoid freezing temperature and the heaviest rain. Our list is Vanuatu. Vanuatu can be found in the South Pacific Ocean. It has settled more than 3,500 years and was visited by legendary explorer James Cook in 1774. If you decide to visit the island like Cook, you can explore beautiful beaches and waterfalls, snorkels and scuba dive, shipwrecks, hike on Mount Yasur, and eat an exotic and exciting food because they have very lovely and exciting restaurant. The best time to travel to this island is between May and October. There might be many festivals and sporting contests going on between this month. So you want to try to visit Vanuatu? Then I wish you all the best. Next on our list is Brunei. Brunei is a very small country. It is located on the north coast and surrounded by Malaysia. Brunei is ruled by King Hassanal Bolkiah, whose family has actually been in control for the past 6 centuries. The cultural apex of this country was actually between the 15th and the 17th century, when they controlled large coastal areas. And also, you might want to visit this place because there is a very big stadium called Sultan Hassanal Bolkiah Stadium if you love baseball or you are a baseball enthusiast, and spend some part of your day checking out the Mali Technology Museum. If you would like to visit the country, the best time to go are between October and February, as the rest of the year is extremely hot and humid. I wish you all the best as you visit Brunei one of these days. Next on the list is Kiribati. Kiribati is located in the Pacific Ocean. Kiribati has an impressive population of over 100,000 people. Kiribati is known for their World War II relics, along with world-class fishing and cultural experiences. The weather is naturally hot year-round, so be sure to bring sunscreen and drink lots of margaritas on the beach to cool yourself down. You never can tell, we need to avoid heat waves. Next on our list is Azerbaijan, resting between Eastern Europe and Western Asia, but belonging to neither Azerbaijan or known as a transcontinental presidential republic. The country is very rich in oil and has an imperial history dating back to 4000 BC. Azerbaijan has many amazing historical sites you can visit, including Maiden Tower and Khan's Palace. The best time to go to Azerbaijan is between April and June, when the flowers are beginning to bloom. All the best as you visit Azerbaijan. The next on the list is Mayotte. Mayotte is an island, but which is actually not even registered in the World Predecessors Dictionary. It is unknown. In 1843, France gained control of the island. It remains under the French rule up till this day. Mayotte is known to be an expensive place to stay, but if money isn't your concern, maybe you could think about this to visit Mayotte. You can have an amazing trip, snorkeling, sailing, diving on their island, and relaxing on white sand beaches. It's the best to visit. So the best time to visit this Mayotte is between June and November of every year. The list is Nauru. Nauru, a nautical neighbor of the island of Kiribati and once known as Pleasant Island. Due to the amount of wealth the citizen had, the island is now called Nauru. The tiny island has a lot to offer when it comes to sights and scenery. There are old phosphate deposits which made the country rich, and Command Ridge, where Japanese soldiers kept watch during the World War II. And of course, beautiful beaches. The best time to visit Nauru is after February and before November to avoid the heavy rainfalls. All the best as we see in Nauru. The next on our list is Burkina Faso. The people of Burkina Faso are called Burkinabe. Burkina Faso is a landlocked country located in West Africa between 6 different countries and is known for the charming and easygoing personalities of the people who are, like I said, are called Burkinabe. While Burkina Faso doesn't have the traditional tourist atmosphere, if you decide to visit, the country and its people are more than invigorating for travelers interested in other cultures. The best time to go are between mid-October and December to avoid the wet season. See you in Burkina Faso shortly. Another wonderful place to visit is you need to visit the Ivorian people, Ivory Coast, or you call it Côte d'Ivoire. This is another West African country. The Ivory Coast border Burkina Faso. This coast was once an important trade route between 1000 and 1500 AD, when many kingdoms and cultures emerged. Much later, the Ivory Coast was a trade port used by the European nations and was claimed by France in 1893. The native inhabitants eventually gained their independence in 1961. The Ivory Coast is home to dense rainforest and wide beaches, which are sure to add fun and excitement to your visit. The best time to visit Ivory Coast or Côte d'Ivoire is between November and to early March of every year. Another best country to visit, which is very little, is Tuvalu. This Polynesian island, formerly known as Alice Island, is halfway between Australia and Hawaii and was once a British protectorate between 1892 and 1916. The island is just barely above the water level, making the current global warming crisis a very serious threat for the longevity of the island. The highest point is just 16 feet above water level. Well, the best time to visit Tuvalu is between May and October to avoid the wettest season and to make the most out of the tropical climate. Next on the list is Andorra. Andorra is a landlocked microstate nestled in the Pyrenees Mountains between France and Spain, providing excellent scenery and hiking opportunities. Andorra, like most European countries, was once ruled by kings and other ruling families in a feudalistic society and is home to many ancient sites like the Casa de la Alfa, Hamano, and Tower Defense constructed in 1580. Andorra is also known for its excellent culinary culture, restaurants, and wonderful drink. The best time to visit Andorra is between April and October of every year. See you in Andorra. Next on the list is Liechtenstein. Liechtenstein is also a landlocked country located in Central Europe between Austria and Switzerland. If the name isn't indication enough, their primary language is German. Once a member of the German Confederation, it left to become independent in 1866, shortly after it abolished its army in 1968, and has remained a neutral country or a neutral state since then. What's truly amazing is that the microstate is only 62 square miles and 160 square kilometers. If you want to go snowboarding or skating or skiing in the winter, Liechtenstein is world renowned for its slope, and if you can enjoy hiking and mountain biking, then it's good in the summer. So anytime you want to go to Liechtenstein, whether in the winter or the summer, you could really have a wonderful and a great time. See you in Liechtenstein. On the list is Palau. Palau is located in the Western Pacific Ocean as well. This island country is spotted with beautiful smaller islands. Many countries have claimed Palau as their own, including Spain, Germany, and Japan. Palau is considered one of the top diving and snow kiting destinations in the world, with a number of coral reefs, shipwrecks from the many wars that were fought off its coast, hidden caves and tunnels, dozens of vertical drops off, and an amazing diversity of water life. The best time to explore what Palau has to offer you is between February and March of every year. See you in Palau. Next on the list is South Ossetia. Found in the South Caucasus, this Russian-speaking microstate is so unknown, but it's something that we could explore. It's one of the smallest countries, like we said, it's a microstate, but I think it's best if you want to visit a place, and there is no really any known best time to visit South Ossetia. You could visit it all around the year. Next on the list is Futuna. This tiny island of Futuna has 5,000 residents and spans just 50 square miles or 80 square kilometers. The country is in the middle of Polynesia and is paired with an equally unknown country called Wallis. The culture of Futuna hasn't changed much over the years, as the modern world has seemingly forgotten to corrupt it. If you want to take a step back in time, the best time to go and visit Futuna is between April and October of every year, but expect to see a good amount of rain no matter where you go. All the best, see you in Futuna. Next on the list is Nagorno-Karabakh, another landlocked region in the South Caucasus. Nagorno-Karabakh is surrounded by Azerbaijan, Armenia, and Iran. The region is very mountainous and is covered in beautiful forests. There are many museums you can visit that details the history of the country, which include a war with Armenia. Nagorno-Karabakh is perfect for history travelers. Next on the list is Federated States of Micronesia. The Federated States of Micronesia consists of the four states Yap, Chok, Pohnpei, and Kosaria in the Western Pacific Ocean. Each state has its own culture and identity to explore, and the surrounding waters are rich in coral life. Each island has a different climate. Yap, for instance, is very dry, while Pohnpei is one of the rainiest places on earth. Having a long history of switching allegiances between many countries, Micronesia is now under the trust of the United States. See you in the Federated States of Micronesia. Next on the list is Falklands. Falkland is a British territory and a favorite of many travelers. The Falklands are an archipelago in the southern Atlantic Ocean and on the Patagonian shelf. The Falklands are home to penguins, seals, albatrosses, and other interesting Antarctic creatures. It's a fun place to visit if you love cold, and most of the time you rarely get above 75 degrees Fahrenheit or 25 degrees Celsius. So if you are that kind of a person that is used to winter, then Falkland is one of the best destinations to visit. Ascension, an isolated volcanic island in the South Atlantic Ocean. Ascension is truly unique and one of a kind. Getting to the island may prove extremely difficult, as there are not many amenities or travelers who venture there. This is a perfect spot to blaze your own trail. The island has 880 permanent residents living in their capital of Georgetown. The island is near the more well-known St. Helena Island. Thank you so much for watching. If you have not subscribed to my YouTube channel, please kindly subscribe. Kindly comment. We want this to be very engaging.